For coming to my channel. I am Jackie Horton, your wellness and health specialist. I am here to promote wellness and good health.
The real you is breathing down your neck, begging you to manifest. It's got to be a lifestyle change. When you shift your paradigm, when you shift your thinking, only then what you see in your head, you will hold in your hand.
Hi, hello, happy Tuesday. Thank you for joining me today and welcome to my channel. I am Jackie Horton, your wellness and health specialist. I am here daily to promote wellness and good health, amplify long affirming strategies, and uplift those things that are positive, that we're already doing, and that we're going to continue to do and build upon those things. So today, Tuesday, is Healthy Body, Healthy Organs Day. So I've kind of been doing a series where I discover different ways for me to sort of like integrate and sort of inspire you to get on board with looking at your health from your current standpoint and then thinking about what you would like for it to be in the future. So I've talked about the 5 vital organs over and over, and I still talk about them because I do think that's pretty important, because that's where, in my experience, where I found that there is treatment that's really focused on improving one's life as a result of, those organs being impacted. And also those organs are where the most common diseases are formed. So those 5 organs again are the brain, the heart, the liver, the lung, and the kidneys. And with that being said, I do think it's extremely important that I continue to kind of look at those as a way to talk about getting healthier and improving one's health. So as I was getting prepared for coming on today, I kind of wanted to talk more about 2 things. What is a healthy body? Because I say healthy organs and healthy body, but I haven't really defined healthy body. And the way I look at or determine what I would assume to be a healthy body is more or less around what you eat, how you move, and how you feel most days. And I think about healthy bodies like I think about a healthy mindset. Being a therapist, one of the things that I want to do is help bring up those things that are inside the person in order to help them think about it in a way that it leads them to some peace, some ability to manage better, some thoughtfulness on how to rethink some things or some strategies. So my thing is that the physical body, as well as the mental body, has in store, they have storage for those things, as I talked about yesterday, those things that we keep inside. Commonly, the things that we keep inside that are silent, that we don't talk about, usually, and I say usually, show up on the outside. So I do look at physical as well as mental body as one and the same in regards to whatever's happening inside will eventually show up on the outside. And that tells us what is going on the inside. So that's the way I look at it. So when I think about healthy bodies, we had some controversial talks about the BMI, the body mass index. And there's been some disagreements because different women, different cultures, different ethnic groups are built differently. However, the one common area about the BMI is that when you have a body mass index 30 or greater, I'm just going to be real frank here, you're in trouble. And you're in trouble with forming diseases. And I think when we use the word medical conditions, it sounds a little bit lighter, it sounds a little bit manageable, it sounds a little bit like, oh, it'll be okay. But when you hear the word disease, you know that this is very, 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 very much a bigger issue, because diseases are things that, impact our blood. It goes all the way down to our cellular souls. It also impacts our bones, our muscles, and so forth. So when you hear the word developing chronic diseases, it is very, very serious. And so there is a need to utilize, specific treatments to help you manage those diseases so they won't overtake your vital organs, whether it's the brain, the heart, the liver, lungs, or kidney. So with that being said, obesity is commonly maybe the only thing that really is connected to these diseases that we have in our bodies, and that prevent our bodies from being healthy. So when I became a lifestyle diabetes coach, as well as a life and health transformation coach, I sort of put those two act words, lifestyle transformation, together, because I was thinking, like, what would be a visual way for me to reach people and help them sort of look at things from outside themselves and outside their emotions, but with their subjective eye as well as with their objective eye. Because I do think you have to do both. Because the reason I say you have to do both is because I know that when people are subjective about their bodies or what's happening with their disease issues or the lack of management for their diseases, they have a tendency to sort of go into an emotional space where they sort of kind of comfort themselves with reasons. But when you talk about things objectively outside yourself, you're less emotional in some cases, and you're more mental, and you're more thoughtful and cognitive in looking at the whole picture, even if you are still feeling a certain way. So with that being said, the BMI, if it's 30 or more, you're in trouble. You are at risk for developing, chronic medical diseases, and those medical diseases would need to be treated by medication and other forms of treatment. So there are two areas that's sort of been focused on how do we assess the body, and what does it look like when it's not in its healthiest form. In this article that I read, the body is distributed in either the subcutaneous area, where how we can pinch an inch and do all that to ourselves, or we got our forearms up and get pinched that. It's pretty much above the surface. It's fleshly. We can see it, and we sort of can use a measuring tape around our waistline and so on and so forth. But the serious one that leads us to to doing more internal treatment is when the distribution of fat is visceral. And the reason is because it's under the skin. It is connected to all those major organs. And one of the things that is said with the visceral fat is that it accumulates deep. Anything that accumulates deep, that's kind of like a red flag, and it's also a sign to be concerned about it, particularly when it is accumulation means that there are going to be some issues for you. So it accumulates deep around the abdominal cavity, one. It also wraps around the digestive organs like the pancreas and so on, and impacts the digestive tract. The other thing that it leads to is the liver and the heart, which is why I do focus on those 5 vital organs. It does eventually get to those areas and impact those areas, and causes, if the obesity is not addressed, causes cardiovascular diseases. And we all know the diabetes, and they've been linking it to certain cancers as well. So let's go back to what one of my sessions was about on the pyramid chart. And anyone that was born before, I guess, the early 80s, we had the pyramid chart all through our classes. We talked about it in our health education PE courses. We had a little song with it. There was a little cartoon with it, which I can't remember. But we had all those things. And so we were very mindful of just kind of making sure that if we weren't getting those nutritional education at home, we did have it reinforced in the school systems, and also other programs as well. So think about that pyramid chart. We need dairy, we need vegetables and fruit, we need healthy protein, lean meat, nuts, beans. We need healthy oils or fats like avocado oil, olive oil, and I just read about almond oil, so I'm gonna try that soon. And whole grains, So we still need those 5 different resources, because we still need those 5 nutritional targets for our body to be healthy. And if our body and our organs are healthy, then our overall health has improved. And obviously we drink water and so forth. So when you think about the 5 organs and you think about the 5 levels of the pyramid chart, try to really organize your meals per day, per week, per month around that. And I promise you, as I said, in one of the reasons why I'm here is that you're probably already doing some of these things. Now that you're conscious of that, you are doing some of those positive things, build upon that and get started. So with that being said, registered dietitians and nutritionists are paid through all forms of insurance. There's a whole allotment of money towards insurance to cover wellness and health services from licensed and board certified people. Myself, being a lifestyle transformation coach, know that is out of pocket, but there are plenty of us out here who will be willing to work with you and help you. And I would say, even if you do not have an issue with obesity, but you just kind of want to get some more information and get some supportive, coaching, and also get somebody who's going to really track you and that you have to report back to, I would encourage you to go ahead and consider getting a health coach. So that's your choice today. What are you going to do with the information? Finally, subscribe, alert, let me know what you think, either like or dislike, and please share your comments. Thank you again. Take care.